Let's talk about extra work, why it pays to be a peon. If you looked me up, you saw credit on Hustlers. The only reason I got that was I answered a call about an extra gig. I was in New York and Grant Wilfley called. They had a role in this new film with Jennifer Lopez. He said, I know you don't usually take background work, but this role is named, and that's all I needed to hear. If he has a name, he has a reason to be there, and I was going to get a line in, and that's exactly what I did. Boom, named credit. This week, I was on a pilot, and that's the first episode of a hopefully successful show if it gets picked up. Now, ideally, you want to have a speaking role, obviously. But I took the gig because this particular role was what I call core. That is a non-featured role who has a returning presence in a main location. An example would be cops working the desk at a department, or nurses on an ER floor, or in this case, guards standing at attention in a home palace. Now, in the event the show gets picked up, these non-featured background roles could be asked to make up their core background, which means the possibility of a long-standing gig. That's good. Now, if that happens, and you're kind, and you're reliable, you have a good look, bit of experience, you can make a name for yourself and get lines when the time comes to write somebody in. If that happens, that could turn into an official recurring role. So I took the gig and I told my rep to be on the lookout for breakdowns, then maybe start a bit of correspondence to possibly pitch me to the casting person responsible for bringing in actors for speaking roles should the show get taken to series. Now, this is a prime example of the extracurricular side to running your business. You must be on the lookout for any way that you can get hired. And in this case, it's not about the audition, it's about making your way into a show through the side door. You are a business, and you need an office, a physical place to operate your business, and with that office, you need a date book to keep your plan of action going. If I didn't have mine, I wouldn't get anything done. I need to follow up with creative collaborators, have reminders to shoot my stuff to new directors, sign-ups for festivals, submissions, etc. This is something inherent with me. I need Post-its. Not only that, but I need different colored Post-its. I have about 4 different facets of my job. There's acting, coaching, producing, and other art like music and painting. I need to be able to open up my week and see the to-dos and see progress designated through multicolor. That's just the way my brain works. If not, it all just looks like one big mountain. This is so important when it comes to taking action, and no one was making you do these things, only you. So it's up to you to make it all happen. Get a planner, get a home office, preferably in the same place as you shoot your tapes, and if applicable, your voice auditions. This is just another example of creating structure in a structureless pursuit. If you're not satisfied with the level of professional acting, it may mean you are not yet a true professional. Most actors are upset that they are not making series regular level salary, and more often than not, it's those actors who aren't throwing themselves totally into preparation and operating their art and business and holding themselves to a higher standard of professional action, and even perhaps not treating their minds, bodies, and souls as true professional artists. So if you're upset you're not making that $8,000 guest star money, do you really think you're doing $8,000 worth of work in your daily actor life? The other question, even more pressing, can you truly perform at that caliber? Most actors need way more training than what they've got. They're either unwilling or unfortunately unable to afford that type of investment. I had to be willing to go to any lengths to make sure I was sharp, no matter how poor I was. What was important was that I didn't have any hesitation about how much I was investing in both time and money. In addition, I had to give up the things blocking me from being creatively stunted. I love to drink, I love to eat, but neither of those things helped me stay sharp, so I had to make decisions that raised the bar at which I held myself. So if you're unhappy with where you are, that's okay. But chances are, if you're not at that level, you need time to evolve and grow and be deserving of that level. So if you're unhappy only booking those $150 a day indies, the question is, are you putting in only $150 a day effort in everything you're doing to maximize your business?